Hey guys, what's going on? Drewzy here, coming at you with yet another brand new video for the channel, and in today's video we are breaking down the newest game mode currently to Smite, and it is the final adventure mode that's going to be coming out, and it is called the Corrupted Arena. It's a fun game mode to play, so what I'm going to do in today's video is I'm going to have a nice little breakdown for you. Going to talk about some of the top gods to be using in the game mode, as well as some other tips and strategies to go along with it for the Corrupted Arena. So as an adventure mode, there are some couple different rules that is different from any other game mode currently in the game. So this is an arena-based game, so it is the arena map. If you play arena as much as I do, it will be pretty basic as far as the map layout. There is some definite differences that you will notice. Number one, there is a giant Kukulkan in the middle of the map. Number two is that you'll notice that the map is a little bit smaller because there are chasms that are on both the left and right hand side of the map, and chasms will also be broken apart by Kukulkan as well throughout the map, which I'll explain a little bit later, and Kukulkan will drop rocks and boulders from the sky that could hit you and kill you at the same time. But it's a really fun, unique game mode, and it is a match of the day style thing, so you're not going to get worshippers for you're going to get worshippers for it, but it's not going to count towards your stats for your characters. There are some characters that they do not let you use, which I will kind of explain a little bit later on as well. And then there are some characters I think work best for the game mode, which again I will break down my list of each class and the characters that I think work best as far as using the new map structure to your advantage. That's mostly what I'm trying to focus on as far as characters. You can use almost every character in the game. I think there are about 6 to 8 that are not currently available to be used in the game mode, but there are quite a few that are, and there are some that I think work a little bit better than others, and I will explain why. There is a cool little bundle that comes with the game mode as well, and the bundle will have a gold key, will have a Kukulkan skin that's really, really awesome. It's this Dragon Rage skin. Kukulkan is not available to be used in this game mode, however, he is one of the gods that is not available to be used. But one thing that you will kind of notice as you kind of go about it is that there are shards. There's a new kind of currency system specifically for this game mode, and they're called shards. Now you can get shards a couple of different ways, but essentially as you see here on the screen, there is an 8, 8, and 8. There's tormented, possessed, and corrupted. Those are the 3 different style of items that you can get, and each have different tiers, I guess, of course, as far as rarity. And then, of course, they cost more shards the more you go. There are 2 different ways to acquire shards. Number 1 is playing the game mode and unlocking the shards by either winning or losing the match. You get shards in both categories. Or you can, as you see in the bottom left-hand corner, you can buy the shards for 200 gems and get 2,500 shards. And there you go. I'm just kind of displaying to you what it's like if you buy them. And, of course, then you can immediately spend them. Of course, most of you are not going to waste 200 gems on the shards, but I had enough gems, I figured I'd just at least show you what it looked like. So going a little bit to the gameplay footage, as you kind of see in the middle of the map as I'm running around, I'm playing Anher, and Anher is the best hunter, I think, for this game mode. But as I'm playing Anher, as you notice Kukulkan again in the middle of the map. One thing I will show you and kind of tell you as a tip is that Kukulkan will shift at one point about the 2 to 3 minute mark in the match. He will scream when he's going to do something. Every time he screams, essentially he's trying to break free, and as he's trying to break free from his entrapped position, he's going to cause a different effect to happen. The first time he screams, he's going to shift to either the left or the right of the map, and if you stand far enough back, you can see which way he shifts. Whichever direction he's shifting at the very end, and you'll kind of tug and pull in that direction, that's where the ground is going to then be broken off about halfway from where the camps spawn to the middle of the map. And that is the only chasm, the new chasm that will eventually happen for that mode. It's just either on the left or the right. He will not break off on both sides. He will only break off on one or the other. So pay close attention when he screams to kind of get out of the middle of the map, or necessarily don't be too far to the left or the right near the inside part of the camps, or else you could fall to your death, and it would be extremely embarrassing. Then the second thing he will do when he screams, actually from the second one on, every time he screams, giant boulders will fall from the sky, and smaller rocks will also fall that do a good amount of damage, and they fall randomly throughout the course of the map, so it could hit you in any area of the map. But the big thing that you're going to want to do is a lot of the gods that are going to be used in this game mode are going to take advantage of the chasms that are throughout the course of the ground of the floor. They're going to try to throw people through the chasms for instant kills, and of course kills will get you further along in getting the tickets system done quicker. There is still all the same aspects of Arena, as in there are still minions that spawn. You still need to kill the minions. If the minions get through, there are still the ball bros, essentially, that come down the middle of the map. The ball bros is what I call them. I don't remember the full term for them. But the ball carriers will still be worth the same amount of tickets, the 15 tickets, but they move a little bit faster. At least we think that they do based on my fellow Smiters, and I feel like they move a little faster. I don't know if they actually do. I don't know if they explain that, but we feel like they move a little bit quicker, so you're going to have to be a little bit more proactive in killing the ball bros much faster when they get to the 10 kills with God kills. But again, watch Kukulkan in the middle of the screen. He's going to really be a big boost for you throughout the course of your gameplay. And, I'm showing you some of my gameplay footage. This game mode, as you see, with the most recent update to Smite, they made some nice changes. You now have your stats in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen above your relics and your consumable item bar, which I think is a really nice feature. I'm going to probably go with some build guides, some updated builds from some of my Smite builds. I think that this game has brought back the double shuriken. I think the double shuriken is back for hunters, and I'm really going to talk about that a lot throughout probably some more here throughout the next few weeks. I just think that they're more viable now than they were very early on when they were almost too powerful. But as you see, be careful of those chasms there in the ground. The gods that can throw or can toss, things like that, are going to be extremely valuable and are going to be the biggest burden and headache for you throughout the course of your gameplay. And there's a couple different ways you can kind of go in this game mode. You can build a lot more CC immunity. The number one item that you must have, first relic, and no questions asked, is you should for sure get beads. Beads are the most important. Purification beads are the most important thing in this game mode. You must get those. If you do not get those, you're just asking to be murdered. That's just something that's going to happen. Because with all the tosses and knockbacks and things like that, it's just going to make them have a much more easier time against you if you're just being stupid not buying beads. So buy beads. That's the first tip that I will give for you. Buy beads, then build your class either CC immune. You can go all damage if you're a damagey class. Obviously, if you're more of a tanky class, that a lot of tanks really work well in this game mode. Sobek, Zintin, Kuzumbo, and Aries can be kind of trolly. I mean, you can take Aries, pull a bunch of people with your chains, and then fall off the map to your own death. Still not the greatest strategy in the world, but it's kind of funny. One of my friends actually did do an Aries build, and it was funny just to watch him pull 2 or 3 people off the map with him. It was just hilarious in my opinion. But there are quite a few gods that work really well, and I'll break that down here in a minute. But those are the main tips that I will have for you as far as within the game mode. And let me know in the comment section down below if there's anything I missed, or if there's any, as I go through this video, if there's anything you would suggest as well. So for the gods, we're going to start in the Assassin tree, and in the Assassins, Hunbats, in my opinion, is really, really good for this game mode. I would put Hunbats, I would put Fenrir, Mercury could probably be viable just because he has knock-up, things like that. Those would probably be the best assassins for this game mode as far as having the knock-up capabilities that are just so um You have a lot more flexibility in the Guardian class. Sobek is great, Geb is great, Kuzumbo is great, Zintin is great, Kepri might be good. Aries, if you just want to be kind of a troll, might be good. Guardians have probably the most viable characters for this game mode just because they have a lot of people that have throws and things like that. For hunters, really, Anhur is really the only one that has a knock-up kind of capability. Zinwei does, but she has been she's not usable in this game mode, nor is Scotty. Those are 2 that would probably be super good, but almost a little overpowered. Scotty, especially with her ice, I'm not surprised that Hi-Rez decided not to let her be viable. So Anhur really is the only one with knock-up. For mages, you're kind of limited on as well. You've got really the only one that I think that is actually usable is Vulcan. You could probably use Aphrodite. Remember, she does have her little knockback thing. Not really very great. Don't have a lot of flexibility with the mages because Chang'e has been removed because her immunity would just be stupid. And then there's a few others that might be good. Hebo has been removed, if I'm not mistaken, for this game mode. There's not a lot of knock-up potential in the Hunter and the Mage class. However, the Guardians have the most, and then Warriors have a few. It's Hercules and Tyr. Those are the only 2 that have knockback capabilities. Again, as I'm breaking down these gods, the gods that I'm suggesting are the ones that will use the chasms to their advantage, not necessarily the ones that are the best for this game mode. All of them that are available are probably viable, but if you want to just be a troll, kind of be the type of person that's going to use the chasms to your advantage, those are all the gods that I can think of that have the knockback capabilities. But again, if I missed anybody, let me know in the comment section. But I'm pretty sure that I got all of them, if not at least 99% of them. But again, those are just the tips. Those are just some of the gods that I would suggest to use for this game mode. It is kind of fun. It is different. It's not very difficult, but is it the best adventure mode? You know, it's not my favorite adventure mode out of all the adventure modes that came out. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite game mode was. I really liked the Mario Kart style one. That was the second one. Also, the last one with the whole dungeon mode was kind of cool. But so far, I thought Smite did a great job with these adventure modes. You know, they were unique, different games for you to play, and for all of us that play this MOBA, sometimes it's cool to have something different. Sometimes it's just boring just to play the same arena every time or conquest all the time. So it's fun sometimes to just screw around a little bit and have a little fun with this game. I thought Hi-Rez did a great job. So, you know, that's my video for the Corrupted Arena. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, you know, please like the video. You know, all support helps me. Please leave a comment down below for any suggestions, again, for Smite content or any things I may have missed in this breakdown. But until next time, guys, my name is Drewzy. Peace out, everybody.